Um, okay. I'll say I'm super proud of the team tonight, the way we played, and we got some lockers, and we didn't do some of the things that the coaches say, but I'm super proud of the team, and I'm proud of Hunter Erickson, like stepping up. When he's always been ready, and his name was called tonight, and he stepped up big time. So I'm really excited for Hunt. He's all love. Like everyone was showing him love. So like I don't know how to express it, but like I'm really really like glad for Hunt, like for him stepping up tonight. So um, I don't know if you got any question. I
How
don't
did
know if
those
that's better.
three-pointers become available for you tonight in the offense?
Uh, I'll say this, like my teammate is an island boy, so we went to Hawaii. I don't know, my shot was just falling in, shooting the ball with confidence and faith. So I'll say I brought that back home too, like shooting the ball with confidence and faith.
Coach, there were four guys in double figures, two of those, including Gideon, coming off the bench, and Gideon and Hunter. How important is it going forward to have multiple guys scoring double figures for you?
Yeah, our bench scoring has been great all season long. It's been really important to us. Not just the bench scoring, but our bench on the glass has been really effective. And that's important. You get into conference play, and your depth is tested in everything that you do. And you win because of depth. And so the fact that we have guys coming off the bench that are elite level players is really important, and it's what's gonna give us a chance to be competitive in this league.
Gideon, how did it feel to be back in the Marriott Center after such a long time away from the building?
It feels good to be home, like home advantage. But I feel like it has been like a minute we played at home. It's been like forever. Like we just been on the road. Like it feels good. It feels really good. Like seeing the fans. Like I was like today. I don't know if the turnout is going to be that much, but like seeing the fans, I was like, wow. Like it's pretty good though. Pretty cool seeing the fans and the turnout to the game.
You mentioned you were proud of Hunter Erickson. Can you maybe describe it as being his teammate, what he does behind the scenes that fans and people don't get to see day in, day out?
He works hard every day, like every single day, and he's a team guy. Like he's all in for this team, no matter what happens. Like he's like dedicated to this team. So, and he's a really hard worker, and I'm just glad and thankful that his name was called up tonight and he performed to expectation. And we already know, all of us already know, like he'll be working hard. He's just waiting for his name to be called, and he did today, and he stepped up big time.
Keep going. It's transcribing what you say in real time.
I'm done.
He got nervous. He got nervous. He didn't know it was being transcribed in real time.
Because I'm lazy, I don't do it myself. Mark, it's the second game in a row that Alex hasn't hit double figures. He's your leading scorer. How concerned are you about getting him points or shots or getting him involved? Or?
I'm not concerned at all. That's the luxury of having a veteran guy like him. I don't spend any time worrying about Alex Barcelo. He's a big-time player, and he's carried such an incredible load and accomplished so much in these 15 games. It's ridiculous, right? And so, I think he's got a sense of the challenge ahead of us. I'll never forget. I watched my first year in the NBA. I was teammates with Reggie Miller, and he was in his 10th season, and he was one of the best, most prolific scorers in the NBA. He was a perennial all-star. He'd already had his moments with Spike Lee in the Garden and all that stuff. I'd seen it all. And so we're going through preseason play, and I'm like, I don't think Reggie's that good. Like, he was missing some shots. He wasn't taking that many shots. And then we all of a sudden got to game one, and I was like, oh, this guy's really good. And I think Alex has got a little bit of a sense of that. It's like, He's had an unbelievable non-conference, really worked hard to lead this team and grow this team and make this team what it is, and then he understands that the challenge is just about to get bigger here when we start conference play, and so he'll bring it. Gideon, are you nervous about Alex?
No, Alex is a pro, so he knows. Like, I'm not worried. Like, Alex, we Alex. Alex is fine. He's doing great.
Coach, with Saturday's game now postponed, with this game now in the rearview mirror, do you expect to, are you in talks with the WCC to potentially get a game lined up for Saturday, or maybe even a non-conference game again? What's kind of your thought process trying to get a game this weekend?
I'm excited to announce, we actually just scheduled a home game for Saturday. It's going to be the players against the staff.
Who wins that, Gideon?
I don't know.
We're selling tickets. We're like, let's go. We're trying to pack the joint. It's going to be beautiful. We're going to play half court only for the old guys. I'm telling you, it's going to become an annual event. Yes, I like it. Let's go. Let's go.
Is there any, though, any possibility, though, of reconfirming the WCC schedule, or are you just kind of moving on?
I haven't. So honestly, in my mind, it's like we're going to go up to the office right now and we're going to hash it out and see. You know, there's been a bunch of games canceled. Can we get a game? We're pretty beat up and banged up and missing guys right now too, and so we're going to take all that into consideration and just figure out what we can do. So I don't know. I haven't got there. Ask me tomorrow, and I'll have a better idea of a plan for you.
And with Spence and Seneca, is it just like an illness that the team dealt with earlier this month, or is it COVID related, or what's kind of the situation there?
Yeah, so those guys, I'm not sure how long they'll be out. They're both a little bit under the weather, and so it's just touch and go with all of these guys, I think, with everybody.
Gideon, it feels like it's been a long time since the game at the beginning of the month at UVU. How do you think you guys have grown, and what's impressed with you guys' play and how you've developed in the last month?
Coach will say we're getting better every day, so I feel like we're taking a step at a time. Like, we get better every day. Today we got better. Tomorrow we're coming in to get better. So it's the everyday process, not just a game. So it's the everyday process. We get better every day.
How has it been for you, Gideon, to now play a little bit more of the four since Gab goes down? You've been moved away from the three more to the four. How has that adjustment been for you?
It's not an adjustment though. Like, you get to play any position that the coach plays you. So that's it. Like, you get to learn how to play like multiple positions. So I'm really glad for that. Like playing the four. Like, I just do my job. Like, anything the coaching staff tell me, I do it. So I believe them. So any job they tell me to do, I do it.
And Coach, is that kind of like the resolve of this team right now, where it's going to be just kind of a gritty night in, night out, just everyone's going to do their part to hopefully try to get us a victory?
I think that's what we're going to have. I mean, it just is, clearly, this is not the roster that we started the season with that we had tonight, right? And it's going to be like this all spring long. It's just going to be guys in and out, and it's going to be guys stepping up and doing their job, and it just is going to be about toughness. And, Gideon, I told him before the game, I'm like, Gideon, you got to play a lot of minutes tonight. He only ended up playing 23, but he goes 5 for 8 from the three-point line, and he shot 46% from the three-point line in Hawaii, and then obviously shot it again great tonight, and had 8 rebounds, and had a really complete game, and is really important. So he's Gideon is actually just really on the uptick from him being really, really sick and missing a couple games, and so he's just kind of getting his stride back, still working on his wind a little bit, yes, but it's going to be, that's why you have a team. That's why you have a team.
Does Gideon's role change really at all moving forward after he shot the ball tonight for you, Coach?
I'll list to everyone, like, they should get hands on 21 and 13. They should leave 5 alone. Like, it's not I don't think so. Like, we just follow our game plan, and I just keep shooting the ball with confidence.
T-John's going to be mad that you didn't say 3. Can we do another take? He's going to be mad. He's going to be like, what are you talking about, Gideon? You said 13 and 21. What about 3?
Yeah, that's my dog.
I'm curious too, Erickson had a pretty big dunk, and I've got the building going a little bit. Has he got the highest vertical on the team? Just kind of curious, who's got is Hunt have the highest
Yeah,
vertical lead?
I put Hunt like up there for sure. Like, he got a sneaky bounce.
What is his vertical at? Or you guys did some testing before?
Yeah, I don't know what it was recorded at. I think there's 2. There's off the run and standstill, but he tests out really, really well in terms of the combine testing. His numbers are super competitive.
Coach, I know you said you don't have anything lined up, but a win tonight at home, if you did have to start with conference play coming up, if you do start next Thursday, how crucial is that in getting the win that day and taking that for the rest of the season home court starting?
You mean the game today?
The game today, yeah.
Well, so this game today was just kind of the final, putting the final touches on the non-conference. It was really important that we finish this right. You know, we clearly didn't play our best game tonight. All things considered, I'm super proud of the guys. But for us right now, it is like we got to regroup. We got to get healthy. We got to, these guys have this 15 games has come at a real emotional cost for our guys. I'm actually more concerned about their freshness emotionally than I am even physically. When you play, we just played our 5th in-state game, right? 5 in-state games, and every single one of those is so emotional. And 7 NCAA tournament games, and 8 of our last 9 before tonight on the road, and all of that. And these guys come out of it 12-3, right? And all of that takes such an emotional commitment with the injuries and with losing guys and all the other stuff associated with. So, our biggest job right now is, like I said, there's a chance that us, if we end up not playing Saturday, that actually could be a gift for us because I can feel it. Can you feel it? Yeah, I think Gideon can feel like, a day or two to just breathe might actually make a world of difference for this team. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Coach, you mentioned kind of putting a bow on the non-conference schedule. What are your big takeaways from the first half of the season of this group?
Well, the biggest takeaway is I got to stop scheduling like this. Like, this is not smart. And that's the number 1 takeaway. The number 2 takeaway is we got a lot of guys that are really willing to contribute, and we need every single one of them. Like, we've needed every single guy. Every single guy stepped up and helped us win games. And so when you have a really difficult schedule, and our conference schedule is really, really difficult. This conference is really good. It's we got 4 teams in the top 40. We're going to have 3 quad 1 games in our first 5 games almost. And so that's what I've learned is that we had a lot of people that we can count on and trust, and we're going to need every single one of them.
One more question.
Are you kind of happy, though, that you guys did test yourself in the non-conference, knowing now with league play how uncertain the scheduling could be, you guys can lean on that non-conference strength?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think the non-conference is going to look better and better and better as we move forward. When you play all these conference champions, sometimes their non-conference schedule is super competitive, and so they might not come out of the non-conference looking great, but then they come out of the conference running the table, right? And they kind of, and so I think a lot of what these guys accomplish is just going to look better and better and better, and it, having that in our pocket, having big time wins and a lot of them in our pocket right now going to the conference is definitely. I mean, that's why you play this non-conference, so you can get them, and these guys got them. So now we got to go win in conference and see where we end up.
Thanks,
Guys, thanks for being here. It's pretty awesome. Thank you.